Good day, night, evening, whatever time may be, ladies and gentlemen. This is Darth Chain. Hopefully you guys are having a good one. And I'm so sorry for keeping this video so late. A lot of things have come up lately, along with a 3-day upload of another episode on a different channel. But hopefully you guys are doing alright. We're going to be doing Path 3 of Citadel of Flames. This path is actually pretty fun and pretty quick if you know what you're doing. This group, we kind of had a little bit of trouble getting through some of the stuff. But you guys will see it when we get to it. But it starts off fairly quickly. You just talk with the usual Ista, who gives you the dungeon paths, and you're going to choose to kill the new tribune of the Flame Legion. So you're going to run down this little corridor to this door, and eventually someone will come and join you, open up the door, and this part, there are going to be 3 torches you're going to have to light up at the same time to be able to get into the next area. Each of the torches will have a bunch of enemies surrounding it, so this one on the left is actually not one of them, it's the one on the right. So you're going to have one person essentially stand by one, so that takes up 3 people, and then you're going to have 2 wanderers who are supposed to jump between the 3 and help them with the mobs. But seeing as I am a minion master necromancer, and this is content to me, I really didn't need any help, so the only trouble here is all 3 torches have to be lit within the same relative time, so you get 5 seconds to light them all, but we just could not get the timing down properly, so I'm actually going to skip this here. So we skip to a bit later, I mean a bit later, and we get all 3 torches lit within the window, and we get to go on to the next boss. The problem with this group is nobody wanted to do the countdown to light the torches at the same time. We all just expected we'd know what to do. Yeah, for the most part we knew what to do, we just didn't have the window right. So we finally get all 3 torches lit, and you will see that the gears disappeared off the minimap, so we just run to the swords now. And this area is just filled with a bunch of oozes, tar oozes, red oozes, stuff like that. And you just have to run through all of them. There will be some chars up here, the flame colors that you can see right there. You're going to take them down and then essentially chase after them. Easy stuff, right? So we're going to take them down fairly quickly, and then we're going to keep running up the little path and across this bridge. And there are going to be some more flame colors up at the top right here. So we're going to take these guys down, and then we get to face the siege commander who is trying to break down this gate with a devourer. Essentially, you just want to target the siege commander and wail away at him for a little bit. The reason why that is because at a certain HP he will go invulnerable and then just run away. All the enemies around here are bronze or no rings, so they're very easy to take down. You shouldn't get overwhelmed too easily here. Then he's going to run, and again you chase, and here's all the other Flame Legion right here. So if you like killing Char, again, here is your path. So it can be a little bit of fun, and then the Siege Commander will make his stand, just take him down. It's not too bad of a fight, just a little bit of a pain, not really because he runs. So once you do that, this cutscene will start here, and then we're actually going to run across the bridge that had that little force field on it. It's been a while since I've run this path, so bear with me for a minute. So you're going to run across this bridge that had this brazier blocking it, and you're going to get to this area where you have to do area control. So there's going to be, I think, 7 waves of Flame Legion that spawn here. You're just going to take down the group that spawned. It's usually going to be a couple no rings and then 2 elites, maybe a veteran in there sooner or later. Oh, it's 5 waves. Okay, 5s. So it's an elite, or 2 elites, and then some random throw-offs. So this is more of a time-consuming thing than a challenging thing. It just takes a while for them to spawn, then you take them down because of them being elites and stuff like that. But once everything is dead and you have claimed the area, you get to move on to the funnest part of the dungeon. And I can say if you're a necromancer, a thief, or a mesmer, you're going to be able to get through this part no problem. Anything with a decent speed boost, you're going to have no problem with this next part. This is the bane of this dungeon. Like, if there was a reason for anybody not to run this dungeon, it'd be this part right here. So you're going to see these orbs sitting in these things right here. They just lit up. When you get close to them, they will actually detonate. So you're going to see them explode right there. And I actually just killed Iron Bull here. Yeah, there's an entire corridor filled with these things that pulse. So it'll, like, the first one will go, then it'll start ticking through like a domino effect. And after it does so many ticks, then it'll turn off for a while. So you're going to see it right here. So you see those ones turn on up the way, and then there's one on each side. So again, this is another thing that took us a long time. I get up to about right here, and then I just die. Again, it's a one-hit kill thing. Nothing you can really do about that. Mesmers, if you're running Blink, you can actually blink through this a little bit while setting a portal about right here, and get to the top, drop this other side of the portal, and your friends can just run through. Anybody with a speed boost, like I switched to Skilled 9 and Lucas Signet for my Necromancer, just to get that swiftness in that port, and I got through fairly quickly. The Warrior, I believe, is going to make it through with me, or the Ranger, I think. It's the Char. But he's going to get through with me, and then we're going to try and take down some of these enemies around here, because once you defeat the champion, or Geharen's pet Drake, as you can see up there, you actually get a waypoint up here. So if there's some allies who are having trouble getting up here, you can just have them waypoint. I think one or two more people get up here with us, and then we just kill Geharen's Fire Drake. The Drake isn't too bad of a fight. It's just the usual champion Fire Drake. So it's got the Fire Breath. It's got the Tail Whip, stuff like that. Nothing too bad to worry about. These sentries can be a little bit of a pain, so try and take them down as well, but it's nothing too big. They just shoot fire down that main area, and sometimes I think they can attack up here. But again, nothing too bad. So once the Drake is dead, you get your waypoint, and our friends are going to respawn. And that is the last big hazard of the dungeon, save for the boss. I think the chest spawns in there, but seeing as I have the automatic pickup at a range, I didn't catch it. So if it did, it did. If it didn't, it didn't. So they run in there, and I was like, let's see if there's anything in here just in case I forgot. Not really, so I run back out. So we run up here and turn the corner, and we stopped here because I wasn't too sure there was any more left. There wasn't, and here is the area where we face the boss, Tribune Burnt Claw. Now, Burnt Claw is actually a very easy boss to fight. He's just time-consuming, and that's pretty much it. So it takes them a little bit to get going to turn into a foe. Now, the main thing with Burnt Claw is he uses a hammer, so he likes doing close combat attacks and stuff like that. You also can see all the lava around the stage. It is very easy to get knocked into that, and when I say knocked into it, I don't mean by his hammer. He has a very fun attack which he should be using here soon. And I'll show you the surefire way to get through it once it comes up. Here it comes. So he'll run into the middle of the arena, he'll raise up like this, and then slam down on the ground, and you'll see these pillars start rising in a circle. If you dodge into him, so in towards him through the circle, you'll always survive through it. Trust me, you'll never get knocked down, you'll always evade it. If you try to dodge backwards or to the side, there is a chance you will get hit. So always dodge towards him, and you will get through that perfectly. Other than that, it's just usual legendary champion fight. He can deal some damage if he hits you, but most of the time not really. Just keep doing the dodges, keep attacking, and this fight is essentially easy. So other than that, that was Path 3 of Citadel of Flame, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. And again, a very easy one to run. The only problem is when he goes invulnerable. That's like the hardest part. Other than that, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I will be jumping into what's the next one? Honor of the Waves here soon. We did already do the recording for Honor of the Waves and Crucible of Eternity, but unfortunately my recordings screwed up very badly. So I'll throw up an annotation over here to go and check out Kruger's channel, because Kruger got a full recording of both of the dungeons, one right after the other. Go and definitely check that out, because we do have a lot of fun. I didn't care to say, hey, let me restart my computer, let's re-record this. And I also want to thank these people up on screen right now for helping me out with the dungeon. Other than that, there's not much really going on. I am going to be trying to get into raids here soon, so you guys may be seeing some raid content instead of dungeon content. This dungeon guide has actually been getting very much a pain in the butt to make, but I do still want to continue it. I do want to finish it. I just don't know how quickly I'll be getting those out. Other than that, hopefully these have just helped somebody get through it. I have heard that the fractals videos have helped people out, so that's always a good thing. Hopefully the raid content will as well. Other than that, this has been Darth Chain. You guys have yourselves a good rest of your day, night, evening, well, whatever time may be. Other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Take care.